waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And we're back with Season 3, Episode 12 of Portal Knights. Anyways, let's get into the game, because so much to do and so little time to do so. Alright, as you can see here, me and Ross we're just getting done eating, drinking, and getting our energy and getting fully prepared for this episode, because this episode we have even more work to do, just like last episode, where last episode we did tons and tons and tons of mining, and also building a safety net under the area where we were mining, and we're actually going to be continuing that in this episode. Now, of course, that all this mining and stuff takes place in another universe, so we'll be heading on over to the other universe in just a few minutes here, and then getting back to work, making sure, you know, We try to get this stuff done as soon as possible, so then we can finally get back to the Skyrim build, the Skyrim Project. So, yeah. Anyways, Ross, are you ready to continue more of Portal Knights?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Okay, yeah, you have torches on you, I have torches on me. You know what? I'm just gonna grab just a few more torches. Just a few more. There. I grabbed just a few more torches. Yeah. What else? Is there anything else? Anything from... Ugh. I can't think right now. My brain has stopped working. Wait, there was a reason why I had... Oh, I know what it was. It was the drill. Let's do this. Wait a minute, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So I had to fix my inventory. Anyways, okay, so Ross, are you ready to hop on over to the other universe to continue more mining?
Ready.
All right. As we're dancing in the living room here. All right. Anyways, yeah. So we'll be right back, and when we come back, we'll be in the other universe. So, BRB. Okay, so we're back in the other universe with, whoops, pickaxes in hand, and we're totally ready to get down below. And oh, actually, wait, before we actually go down below, we do need to get some more dirt. Now I did bring some dirt from home, which is actually the dirt that I mined at the end of last episode. Which actually I'll throw some of this dirt over to Ross right now, actually, so that he has some dirt.
Splendid.
Okay, that should do you for now. If of course you need more, I'll throw more over later. But anyways, let's just get a little bit of dirt from up here right now. At least just a few stacks. And then we'll head back on down below and continue working down at the bottom of the island. So off to work we go.
I shall return to my valley.
And I shall return to my tunnel. My cave. Whoa, massive dark. Oh. It would help if I put my, my miner's helmet on. Duh. Now, from memory, if I remember this correctly, this over here, I think I was getting to points where I could fall through. Yeah. Okay, so that's actually kind of cool. I can actually see a little bit of the safety net from where I'm at right now. But the problem is the safety net isn't, like, fully extended out to where I'm at. So, yeah, if I would fall in a certain spot over here, I'm screwed. Okay, maybe just about another 2 more minutes, and then we will resume down below. So whatever dirt you have in the next 2 minutes, that's what we're going to use. Well, maybe a minute by this point. Basically, as soon as I finish this one stretch of the tunnel. Oh. Well, that didn't go as far as I wanted it to go. Oh, biscuits. Uh-oh. Wow. I completely forgot about all this. Mined out all this a long time ago. No, dirt. Got it. Oh. Wait, this massive opening here, did you do this?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay, so... Wow. Wait, where else have you been working?
I was working along this wall here, which, on your end, is where I'm standing free from blocks?
Okay, so to... Here, go back to the spot you were just standing. Okay, anyways, hang on to everyone else. We're gonna be right back. I need to do something real quick, so, BRB. Okay, back. So is it about the same on my end versus your end?
Yeah.
All right. Didn't you originally have another area you were originally working on?
I did, but I can't remember where.
For some reason, I think it was near the edge of the map somewheres, and you were making a, I think what you originally called a ravine.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Oh, that's it from, oh. Wow. Alright, how many stacks of dirt do you have?
I have four full stacks and 191.
Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and of course 7, and then half. Alright, if you come over to where I'm at. Okay, we should be even about now. Alright, we should be able to have enough dirt now to go down below. Alright, and where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? This way. See, this is why we made the large tower, so that we could see it from almost anywhere. And know where to go, and how to get back to the digging site. What the? How did I just take damage? Look at all the beautiful work we did in last episode. Alright, so let's try to finish up this, this safety net in this episode. Pick an area of the safety net and just start working. Now, we probably still don't have enough dirt total, but if we use up what we have right now and work on the safety net, this will allow us to know how much more we'll need, or at least, you know, give or take. Whoops. Okay, so I want to say that I think it's right there. I think I see one of my mining spots up top where the tunnel was. So if that is it, wait, no, that can't be right. Because I remember seeing... Wait, why is there a box there? Huh. I remember looking down, I was like, wait a minute. The safety net doesn't... It's not underneath me. I remember seeing that, so... Yeah, I gotta find out where that's at and try to fix the safety net in that area. Oh no, I'm too slow right now. Nothing like what I was doing in the last episode. Yeah, we're gonna need a crap ton more dirt after this. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm basically going to be creating tons of bridges and stuff everywhere to make it so that we can just well, fill in the gaps a lot easier, let's just say it that way. Let me guess, you fall again?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I'm making no progress.
Aw.
I can't... And it's not because of me being incompetent, it's I can't lay down blocks at all.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to leave the game and come back because I can't see where I lay blocks, and some of the blocks I've destroyed, and I can't see where I destroyed them because they're still marked as still existing.
You know what, I'm gonna reboot my game as well, just in case, you know, because how we've had some bugs and stuff in the past, that maybe it, you know, it wouldn't help. I mean, sorry, it wouldn't hurt for me to reboot my end as well, just to, you know, help. Alright, we'll be right back. Me and Ross, we're gonna go ahead and reboot the game, and then we'll hopefully be able to successfully continue all of this madness, which yeah, we're definitely gonna get this done in this episode, as long as, of course, the issues and problems let us. So anyways, BRB. Okay, so we're finally back. Hopefully we can get back to proper work here. Off camera, I was able to find out that right there, up there, what I'm looking at right now, is the tunnel where I was getting the dirt and stuff. So, Yeah, I need to basically make sure I fix this, and yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be totally fine with the that cave system up there with mine and stuff in case I fall and yada yada yada, cough cough, yada, you know. All right, so I think I need to be over here. Yeah, this ought to do it. Oops. Alright, is everything working correctly on your end now?
Yeah, I mean, it's not 100%, but it's a lot better than what it was
Okay.
before.
That's good. Oops. Oops. So many oops. This is ridiculous. Oh no. Don't tell me. Oh, wrong spot. You know, even though I'm making tons of amount of progress over here, at the same time it just feels like I've not really done anything. And I'm massively running out of debt. Oh. Sadly, the gaps are still very large. But these bridges should still help. So once you are able to close the gap enough, then boom, you can just use the bridges to close the gap faster. Alright, I'm out of dirt. I'm heading topside to get more dirt. Ooh. Whoops. Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh, all that dirt. Alright, I guess I gotta go down. This is gonna suck. Ah! Okay. Almost killed myself for 9 blocks. But it was worth it. Oh. I branched into another tunnel. Okay, so we're gonna need a few more stacks up here. Ross, how many stacks do you currently have on you right now of dirt?
I have 2 full stacks and a half.
2 full stacks and a half. Alright. I have 1 full stack and over half. I just thought something funny / stupid. We've been at this for so long, I can't even remember why we needed the stone. Well, I mean, I know we...
That's bad.
What's that?
You know that's bad.
I know.
When you've been at something for something for so long that you can't even remember what the original purpose was of doing this.
Exactly. And yet that's happened to me before a bunch of times now. Well, for one, I do know for a fact, 100%, that we did need stone for our reserves because I used up pretty much all of our stone at home for the Skyrim project. So I know for a fact that that is a main cause, but what I don't remember is why did I have us go for stone now? Like, was there a reason? Maybe it was something I needed for the... Maybe we needed more stone for the Skyrim project, and that's probably why we were doing the... You know, where we were needing to get to the mining now, rather than me trying to slowly do this off camera. I think... Yeah, it has to be due to the Skyrim build that we needed more stone. Okay, you out of dirt yet?
Not yet. I've got one full stack left.
Alright. By the time you're out of dirt, I should be able to deliver, get you a dirt delivery. Oh, biscuits. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. I didn't bring out the safety net far enough. Well, I did say in last episode that I would need to extend it later on down the road. But as long as we get the main part accomplished now, then, you know, it's gonna make a huge difference.
Okay, I'm out of dirt.
Alright. Just stay where you're at. I will be, stopping by with the instead of the Pony Express, we got the Skeleton Express. So I'll be stopping by the Skeleton Express and delivering your latest batch of
The
dirt.
Carcass Express.
Ooh, that got grim. Wow, you've made a lot of progress. Anyways, were the bridges helping at all?
Mm-hmm. Why, thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna get back to the bridges now since, I've brought dirt. As of this point, I don't know how much more we need versus how much I've gathered so far between you and me. The way how the bridges are set up right now, it looks like we're setting up farms.
Yeah.
That was not planned. Okay, we're just past halfway on this episode. Based on the amount of progress we've made so far, I fully believe we definitely should be able to finish up the safety net, at least the current version of it, definitely in this episode. In a little bit, I'm gonna have to go back topside and get a whole bunch more dirt. god, we're gonna need a lot more dirt. Ah! I'm going insane over here. I'm gonna have to start a whole brand new tunnel. One that I don't have to worry about anything and just dig, dig. Instead of working on the previous tunnels where we had like systems and yada 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 yada. I have an idea where to go. Oh, come on. Can I stop making screw-ups? Oh my god, I'm making a lot of screw-ups all of a sudden. I can't stop making screw-ups.
Hey, a block that I set that just magically vanished.
Oh god.
And I almost fell through the opening.
Oh, that's all we need.
And it was in a spot that was... It's already completed.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh, I saw that.
I set down a block and it vanished right under my feet.
Aha. Alright, going back up for dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirty, dirt, 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 dirt. Whoa! Oh, you're back up here again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I died again.
again.
I died before I died. I have a slot with one dirt block. And I laid it down, and the block actually laid down, but I still had one left. I kept laying down blocks at this slot with one block. And I'm just standing on the platform, and then all of a sudden my character makes a death sound while I'm still standing up here, and then all of a sudden I teleport through the safety net and falling to my death.
Oh, wow. Talk about a lagging death. Okay, so right now I found a brand new, fresh area to mine out with just tons and tons of dirt. Basically, while you were going back to your location after dying there, and while you were talking, I was eyeing up the island and trying to figure out like what level I want to go to. You know, from between top to bottom. And surprisingly, there's not that much in between top to bottom than I thought. I thought there was a whole lot more height distance here. Apparently there isn't. And I tried to pick somewhere in the middle. And right now, I'm starting a brand new inner cave to the island. So far down that I should not have to worry about the grass or the trees or the plants or the snakes up top side, but not low enough to have to worry about stone and stuff. Even though there is of course stone above me as well. Oh, I wish I had this drill whenever I was originally working on the money, the money area, the area where we cook the money, you know, over in Autumn Springs in this universe. Whenever I cleared out the entire level in Autumn Springs under the ground. But anyways, yeah, topside, I was just running into way too many problems, way too many other caves. It was getting too complex up there. I'm not saying I'm not going to go back up there. Of course, I will continue those tunnels and caves up top, but that we're making. But anyways, for right now, I'm going to clear out an entire. Well, not right this very second, but I mean, I'm going to. This is going to be the start of what I'm working on right now to clear out an entire massive layer of the island here, just like what I did over at Autumn Springs. Which this will get us a crap ton of dirt in a way shorter amount of time versus our current caves up top. What's weird with the super drill right now, how I'm using it, it almost feels like I'm using a minigun. I'm just shooting away the blocks. Oh no, I just ran into a small tunnel. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's not a tunnel. False alarm. It's just a small little opening, little air pocket. We're fine. Whoa! All that darkness. Even though this will probably get mined out later on. I don't need any drops right now. You know, I am so thankful for mining helmets in this game. I wish Minecraft had mining helmets. It'd make life so much simpler. But at least it makes life simple here. Okay, let's see how much of a gap. Alright, about there, and continue. Perfect. Okay, let's see, I got 4 full stacks and almost a fifth. I'd have more by now, but I was held up by trying to fix some air pockets. Alright, how you doing on dirt?
I'm almost out.
Alright. Oh, don't tell me. Did I? No, this is not one of our caves.
I am out of dirt.
Oh no, you're out of dirt. Alright, head to the staircase, and then once you get to the, like, almost middle of the staircase, make a right, and you'll find my new tunnel. Oh, this is insane where I'm at right now. Oh, maybe I could go a little higher. I don't know. Yoink. Wait, how far out am I? Ew. There. Oh, okay, wrong spot to turn. Here, come back to the stairs. And then follow me up this way. Here's the new tunnel.
Okay. Why, thank you.
This tunnel goes all the way to the other side of the island. It's a full opening from one end to the other. And this is where I'm going to do strip mining. so to speak. Oh no. Well, this direction didn't last long. You know what? I'll just open it. I was gonna do layers, but screw it. I'll just open the whole bloody thing. Make it fully open, just like I did with Autumn Springs. Sucks that this mining is taking way too long. I should be down below working on the safety net with Ross, but the thing is that I'm constantly getting dirt for both me and Ross, and yeah.
Wonder how many dirt blocks in total are down here.
You know, it's funny you said that, because I was actually just thinking the same thing about a minute ago. Like, for how many dirt blocks we've we've pulled from the island itself to set as a single layer down below, yeah, I'd love to know some numbers. Well, what we can simply do is maybe when we're done, just count the length and the width, and then just, you know, times it and get our number then. Which, if you want, I mean, you can even do that now, since we do have the base outline of the safety net done. Well, even though this is just the main... I mean, yeah, the safety net, like I said before, will eventually be stretched out just a little bit, because I didn't go all the way. I mean, I skimmed on a few blocks in the different directions, but it's just that, like I've been saying, I wanted to get just the main bulk of the safety net in and done, so that, you know, we can actually get back to work. Okay, this is creepy. It amazes me how many torches we've used throughout this entire island. I just look down and just see how much more work is left. No! For how long the dirt process here is taking, maybe we might not be able to finish this in this episode. It was looking good at the beginning of this episode, even the middle. It was... What is slowing us down? This doesn't make any sense. Well, looking at what's down there, that tells me I still got to keep digging.
We've come so far, and yet it feels like it's never going to end.
Almost. Yeah, it almost feels like that. But yes, I mean, we've definitely come a long ways. I mean, I can't stress how much progress we've made. It's just, it's amazing, and lengths I never even thought we'd get to, but in terms of this overall island here.
On and on and on.
Yeah, but it just keeps like, it actually seemed like half the stuff just reset itself, and now it's like, no, you must work on this again. I don't feel like you did enough work the first time around. It's like, wait, what? Hold up. Yeah. So, anyways, once I'm done with this current layer I'm working on right now, which I actually just started, which is going to take about a few minutes, probably about a good 10 minutes at this rate, I should finally have enough dirt to be able to come down there to where I can even give you a couple stacks and then have a bunch of stacks for myself to get back to full work to really speed up process down there. Because, I mean, even though I'm not getting anything done with the net since I'm up here, but we are still making progress overall because you're still working down there, and then I'm, of course, mining the dirt that you're using, so I'm basically saving you a crap ton of time by, you know, doing the one part of the job. So basically, it's a teamwork, project here, and in terms of the fact I'm working on the one part of the job, getting you the supplies, and you're working on the actual build itself, so that you don't have to come up here and do any of the supply runs. It's a joint operation. That might not be the best term, but either way. But yeah, I'm trying to dig through all this as fast as I can. At the moment, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 full stacks of dirt, plus a half coming up here in a moment. Now, even though one would think, oh, that's plenty enough for one person. Well, remember, like I just said, I'm digging for 2. So, yeah, I gotta dig a lot of dirt. And then it does not help when I run into air pockets down here, or I should say up here, since I'm above you at the moment. but down here for being underground. Yeah, the air pockets slow me down because then I gotta repair them a little bit just so that we can have solid ground while I'm trying to dig out all this. And there's the next air pocket. This is the one I was dealing with earlier that I didn't fully close up, and now I wish I did, even though I was actually even thinking about closing up at the time. Out of all the torches I brought, I'm now down to 7 torches. I think I brought like... I know at one point I was at 44. I can't remember if that was before I grabbed the extra 7 torches or after I grabbed the extra 7 torches. I think that was before, so... maybe I was like at 51 or something whenever I came here. And now I'm down to 7... total, so this means possibly off camera I'm gonna need to make a crap ton more torches and put them in storage back at home, which I haven't made torches in a long time. It's funny, this game I don't rarely make... I rarely make torches. Whereas, I remember Minecraft. Whoa! Making torches was a daily thing, practically. Because in that game, we always had to set up torches to keep the enemies from spawning. Out of all the work we've done, it's like, when's that stinking lunch bell ever gonna ring? Or not lunch bell, whatever. No, yeah, whatever you call that. Whenever you hear the, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, it's break time, and then you go for lunch. Ross, what exactly is that? Do you happen to know what that'd be called? The old term.
Then a whistle? I have no idea.
Okay, there was a term. There was actually a term for it. Something close to what I said, and you'd more or less find it on like construction jobs and stuff where you'd hear the the horn, the whistle, the whatever it was, and it's like, okay, break time. But that was a long time ago. Anyways, okay, I'm almost done up here. Almost done, almost done. I hate this. I can see the end in sight, and yet it just feels like it's taking forever to get there. It's like one of those dreams where the hallway just keeps stretching and stretching. It's like, stop stretching already! I think I've played a few games that have done that scenario where it stretches the hallway. I want to say definitely 2 games at least. Well, the one was an optical illusion, but the other one actually did stretch the hallway. I can't remember what game it was that did the stretching the hallway. The one that was the optical illusion was whoops, I put this on the wrong layer. Well, I don't want to. Well, it's not really a spoiler. Superliminal. That game had the illusion one, which that was neat. But there was a game I played a long time ago where it actually had one of those stretching hallways. It was really cool how it was set up. And I can't seem to remember what game that was. Wow, that's gonna bug me.
Sir, would you mind just giving me a second here? I need to go out and check something. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Okay, well, Ross does that. I can at least continue to work here, so we don't need to pause like normal. So, yeah, just keep working and working and working and working and working. Non-stop working. Alright, the end is literally just a few feet away. And then I can finally get down there and continue working on this safe net, which actually this would be perfect timing with Ross stepping away, because then that way I'll be able to work on the safe net while he's BRBing. Okay, I do want to leave that layer. Okay, so eventually gonna continue on that. Then we'll eventually branch that way. Eventually. Okay, at least the good news is, look at all the dirt we have. Now I have dirt from both myself and Ross, so that's actually some good news there. I put this stuff over here. So whenever it's time to give the dirt to Ross, I can just easily throw it over to him. Okay, back down we go. Alright, now I checked the corners last time. Or what should I say, earlier. So we should be good on these different corners, even though, of course, we'll need to do some more lighting up later on. But for right now, I'm going to work on this large mess of an area. Whoops. Oh, I just realized something. Hang on. Oh. Okay. I checked something on my computer. Alright, so... What the... Thought I saw something. All that work and only got just like one layer done. Ah! Yeah, there's definitely no way we're finishing this in this episode. Now, if I was working on all this down here with Ross this whole time, then yeah, we'd definitely be done with the safety net by now. But all that digging slowed everything up. Or, sorry, down. Slowed everything down. I should have actually said held everything up, but yeah, it slowed everything down. I want to try and get as much work done as possible before Ross gets back. At this rate, I might not be able to give Ross any dirt. I'll probably end up using the dirt I was going to give him. Yeah. I mean, I'm just flying through this dirt. Whoops. Yep, definitely going to go through the blocks I was going to give to Russ. Okay, we've almost finished one full side. But then, when I look at that, I'm screaming internally right now. Just, good gosh.
Okay, I'm finally back.
Yay!
Sorry I've been gone for so long. I had to make sure everything was pure and locked up.
Yeah. Anyways, I've been still working. Instead of normally pausing and letting you do your thing, and that way you don't miss out on anything. Since we're doing this large project here, I was able to just keep pushing on with the episode, keep pushing on with the project, and I've gotten a lot done. I've actually finished up pretty much almost everything on the one side over here, and I'm starting to branch over to your section, so to speak. Anyways, the bad news, there is some bad news. Originally I had like a crap ton of dirt and I was gonna split it between us. Well, due to you being gone so long, I pretty much used up half the dirt already. I'm actually working on the dirt right now that I was going to give to you. I mean, if you need dirt, I can still give you a stack or two, definitely. But yeah.
I just ran out.
Oh, you just ran? Okay.
So
All right, here.
Need some.
You do need some. All right. So come on down. Oh, hold on. We're gonna be safe. Yeah, I think I can be safe throwing it right here. Let's see. I'll give you 2 stacks to start off. Well, no, screw. Well, yeah, I'll give you a third. There you go.
All right, thank you.
which means that I'm gonna have to get back to mining again real soon here, because I only have 3 stacks and 60 some blocks left. It's like, whoa, who turned on the lights?
Yeah, it's literally like a switch.
Last full stack of dirt. Then I'm gonna go back up to mine some more. Oh, good gosh. Does it feel like the end's in sight?
Yeah, finally.
But anyways, yeah, there may be certain people out there may be thinking right now, wait, why are you doing this whole build down here? It makes no sense, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, because you could say, oh, hey, why don't you just dig up higher? Stop getting so close to the bottom, blah, 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 blah. The thing is that this entire island is our giant quarry. The whole entire thing. And the fact is that this place here is going to be our dirt and stone reserves for... Oh, I'm out of dirt. For a very, very long time, to where throughout the many seasons it might actually come down to it where maybe in the final season this series entirely, that this whole island might be wiped out entirely, that we might literally wipe out every single block on this island. As crazy as that sounds. And we need a safety net underneath us to wipe out the entire island. So basically spending a few hours to work on a safety net to keep us safe for tens of hours and more, then yeah. Now, others may be thinking, oh, but you could just regenerate the universes and keep attacking Blah, 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 blah. Yes, but that has to require keep setting up new areas, and also the fact that, at least with this area here, it's in a peaceful world. Total peaceful world. No enemies. Anything we got to worry about is just that little garden snake that moves around up top. But it's not an enemy. It's just a nuisance. And we've already made so much work and progress on this land as is. I don't want to just erase it. After all the progress we've done, I'm just, no way. The original safety net, the small version, was of course for the, what we did back in, what was that, season 2 or whatever? Or no. No, why do I always keep goofing this up? Was it season 1 or season 2 when we first made this, this area?
It was season 2, I believe.
Season 2? Okay. Yeah, so anyways, what we did in season 2, with the little bit of safety net we made, I don't want to just erase that and make it all for nothing. I like to see progress, and by seeing progress means we continue on this as if we were not allowed to reset the universe. I already have a separate universe that I do reset for farming purposes, in terms of farming unique items and whatnot, such as the meteorite trophies that I recently farmed a couple episodes ago. Alright, how much more dirt do you have?
I have 176.
Alright. Comparing how much dirt you have to how much is left, how many more stacks do you think? Just a guess. Do you think you'll need? Tough to say.
I'd say maybe 6 more stacks.
Alright. Yeah, just to give me some kind of an idea of a ballpark when to run down and say, hey, I got all these stacks for you, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so far I got 3 full stacks so far. The stupid part is, out of the stone that we were able to basically get last episode, or basically what you were able to get last episode, since you were able to focus more on the stone, I was able to focus more on the dirt. I don't even know if we got enough stone or not. I never even checked. Because, again, like right now, like I said earlier, I don't even remember why, other than, of course, needing, reserve stone for our home supplies and stuff. But I can't remember, like, if we needed stone for the project itself, which I'm assuming we did do, or whatever. And the thing is, I don't know how much stone we got, I don't know how much stone we need, yada 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 yada. So I don't know if, like, once we finish the safety net here, if we would basically continue the stone right, immediately after, or if we have enough supplies where we can just step away and get back to the Skyrim project. Even with the super drill, for how far the distance is, it's still taking forever to get from one end of the island to the other. Because, of course, I'm not doing just a straight line. Well, I mean, I am a straight line, but instead of just like doing just like 4 blocks that the digger, the drill can handle, I'm actually doing a grid of 9 blocks. Well, I was doing more before, but the average is 9 of the grid. So basically, I gotta like stand in a spot for a little bit, constantly moving around for just like a second or two, and then move forwards, and a second or two, then move forwards, and a second or two, move forwards. Okay, once I finish the current run I'm on right now, I should have enough blocks to be able to give to you, and even have enough blocks for myself. Whoops. Oh. There. That way I can see. Okay, let's see how much I got. Oh, I should get just a little bit more to finish this off. That wouldn't leave me with anything. I gotta keep going. Ay, 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 ay. This is getting ridiculous. Alright, finally coming back down. Oh, did you die?
Nope.
Oh.
I decided to do some dirt extraction myself.
Oh, here. I got tons of dirt for you. Oh no, that garden snake has found our route.
Uh-oh.
I'll give you a 3 for right now, since I'm going to be heading down there with you. So split the work. All right, let's see how much more is left. It's funny, from over here it feels like it's already done. Okay, here we go. Now we're coming up on it. And, oh yeah, we got enough dirt to finish this off. Yeah, if these 4... Oh, wait, I didn't see this over here. Okay, well, yeah, between you and me... Yeah, we got enough. We got enough. Alright, now we're in speedrun mode. The end is near. The end is in sight. We can do this. Oh!
Yeah, vanishing block. And I'm out of torches. Oh, no! Here, what you should do is do what I do. Get to a large area and then just stay in the large area and build at a distance. That's what I do.
I make sure to have like tons of ground around me, and then just go at it from a distance. I don't even get close to the openings.
So I was trying to make the opening even smaller. That way I can do the exact method that you could describe much easier. But yeah, I set a block down, it vanishes, and I fall through it.
Lag. You know, the worst part is, I feel like video game lag will probably... They'll probably, you know, finally get rid of video game lag whenever we're long gone, you know?
Whenever we're dead.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be dead by the time it's completely eliminated.
Exactly.
They'll finally have game consoles that'll run 100% lag-free online when we're on our deathbeds. They'll finally unveil it at whatever convention they'll have at that time.
See, the funny thing is, though, there is actually a system that someone did create to be able to handle, like, what was it, hundreds, I think, of players all together, all in real time, where there was, like, literally no lag whatsoever. And I can't remember the name of it. It had... The funny thing is, the name of the system, which this was like at the time, to actually get this thing fully like implemented into like our stuff would have been like 10 years off, and this was quite a while ago. It was at least about maybe 6 or something years ago. But anyways, the funny thing is, the name of it actually was similar to a Final Fantasy name. One of the enemies, I think it was, or something like that. One of the Final Fantasy games, and I can't remember the name of it. It is driving me insane. It's like something like what's some names like wait, is Shaniva? No, that's not it. Shoot, I can't remember what it was. But either way, it was actually really cool, the technology behind it, because it showed like all these like flying, like basically from like our point of view, without understand that it's supposed to be other players and stuff. That essentially there's like a bunch of flying creatures all grouped together in like a kind of like, imagine like whenever you send a whole bunch of balloons up in the sky, and then they're kind of like floating all together and blah blah blah. Something like that. Imagine something like that, and like everything was all in real time. That it basically like I said, there was no lag. It was all everyone was seeing the exact same thing, and I remember something was said about like it was at least the technology implementing this into like video games and consoles and just our stuff was like at least a decade or whatever off, and it's like, oh, for crying out loud. It's like, we need this stuff now. Oh, wait, are we finally done? Ross, quick.
I think we're done.
Look around. Make sure there's no holes. Cause see, I did.
I'm doing a perimeter walk right now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Cause see, I did that briefly earlier. I don't remember when, but I did do it earlier in the episode. I went around and looked for openings and stuff. The spots I hate is the ones with the grass. Those ones you have to like look straight down at. But anyways, I think the name of the system, the technology was, I think it was a copy of a name from Final Fantasy VII, I think it was. So whatever the one character's called... Oh, I think I found a hole. Oh, I found a hole. Wow. Okay, that was close. There we go. Good thing I'm checking. Good thing we're checking here. Whatever that one thing was called... Oh, shoot. You know what? While you're doing the perimeter, give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can look up that name. If I can look up the name of the thing from Final Fantasy VII, I believe it was, then I can then backwards search that name itself and then find the original technology that I was talking about. Let's see, Final Fantasy VII. I'll just put in characters. See if I can find it that way. I doubt it though, because I know it was actually the name of the oh, what was that thing? I think certain characters called it no, not Mother. Oh, fruitcake. You know, it would help if I actually would have been able to play the game. Well, I mean, one of these days I'll get to playing the original Final Fantasy VII, and then eventually, if I can ever get a PS5, then eventually the remake. Oops. Let's try typing Shaniva. No, no. How did you... Well, as I'm typing here, there is something called Shinra, but that's not it, I don't think. No, Shinra is something about electric power company in Final Fantasy. That's not it. Okay, that's definitely not it. But I'm sure it started with an S. Of course, it's not Sephiroth, because that's, of course, the main bad guy. Oh, wait. It looks like Shinra is also other things as well. Alright, you know what? I'll look into the name Shinra and see what I can find. Oh my god, it was Shinra. I think. Oh, it was! It was Shinra! That's the name. Shinra Technologies Cloud Tech Demo. Oh, it was for cloud-based game streaming service. Okay, so basically, well, yeah, it's still the same principle. It's just this one was specifically for cloud-based, where they need to actually implement this into our normal games, not just cloud-based. But anyways, but yeah, the video I found here real quick, even though this is not the original video I saw, but this is the closest I can find at the moment. It's called Shinra Technologies Cloud Tech Demo, and the uploader is GameSpot. And the date on it is March 14th, 2015. And that video there... Whoa, mute. That video right there gives you an idea... Oh, and then in this video, it's showing the... those aren't even players in this one. This video shows, like, all these creatures are like AI. It's showing, because it said entities. It didn't say players in this one. Let's see here. Let's see if it shows the player part. No. Oh, well, actually, no, at the end it does. At the end. It says one set of calculations shared across all clients. Okay, yeah, it kind of briefly hints, you know, other players with that last part in the video. And it shows like all these different screens and stuff. But I remember there was a long, lengthy video which showed the actual what do you call it? The full tech demo. Wait a minute, hang on. I got something else here. Oh, here, somebody else uploaded it, but it's not the same thing I saw. But it is 11 minutes long. Let's see here. Shoot. Yeah, see, this is just shown from my camera. I wish I could find the... Wait, what? Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh my god, no. I just found a report. This better not be real. January 6th of 2016, Square Enix closes cloud gaming-based Shinra Technologies division. No. The start of the article here, it says, it looks like Square Enix is jumping off the cloud gaming train. I mean, that's fine, jumping off the cloud portion of it, but the technology behind it is what they needed to continue on with. I never caught on. Oh my god, this means all these years I've been thinking this was eventually going to come around the bend, and I had no idea that just literally the next year they had a report saying, nope, it's closed down. These idiots! They could have used this technology to make multiplayer in general better. Here, I'll just read like the first paragraph here. It says, the publisher, which of course again is Square Enix, has closed Shinra Technologies, a division working on cloud-based technologies that would allow games to bypass the forced limitations of native hardware and deliver more impressive graphics. It says Square Enix will lose $16.8 million by closing Shinra. Who are the straight up idiots that decided, oh hey, let's just totally shut this down entirely? No, what they like I said, they should have done. Again, I understand they didn't want to go specifically cloud-based, but they could have adapted this technology into our normal multiplayer stuff. I literally cannot believe the stupidity here. It's almost like, I'll give you an example. It's like, say if the very first person that invented the wheel. And then say, hey, look, this is great. We can now use this wheel to get around places, whether it's carts or wagons or later on cars, yada yada. But then some idiot coming on by later on said, oh, this wheel, it's never gonna work. Let's get rid of it. And then, oh look, we're driving on squares. Or same thing like say fire, like, oh, fire burns, oh, it's too hot, no, we're never using fire ever again. And then, yeah, think about that one. But anyways, I don't believe this. I wish I would have seen this years ago. I literally missed this article. I don't believe this, because for years I've been saying, oh hey, yeah. Because I know I've said it back when I was live streaming. I'm pretty sure I at least said it at least once before in one of the one of our videos. Actually, I think it was even a co-op video. Yeah, because I was saying to you, I think. So great. Wow. Well, forget that. Forget everything I just said about the... hey, this is just around the bend. You know, better online stuff. Wow. I'm just going to jump off a cliff now. Okay, no. I don't want to lose the money. I hate the mentality of certain people. You don't just close something, you use it for something else then. You know, you adapt, you make it work with something. You don't just shut it down. This is why we can't have certain amounts of progress and stuff with certain things, because it's like, oh no, I don't want to do it, blah, 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 blah. Either too lazy or just too scared or whatever the reason. It's pathetic and disgusting. It just ticks me off that all these years I've been thinking, oh hey, it's coming around the end. Yeah, so that was what I said. 2015 was the original. So yeah, as you can see, it's been a long time, and because we're now in 2022 at the moment, and you figure if that was still, say, if it was like a plan for, like, say, a decade, yada yada yada. Because I don't even remember where I read that part, but it was something like that, and we would have been getting close. I mean, just like what, 4 more years. Oh wait, no, Ross, I'm being an idiot right now. Is a decade 10 or 12?
10.
10. Okay, thank you. See, that's what was going through my mind, but I'm just so irritated right now, frustrated. I'm just not thinking straight, and I just had to make sure for a second. But anyways, yeah, it would have been just like 4 more years around the bend. We've been so stinking close for them to implement that into our stuff. But nope. Nope. Well, you know what? Square Enix, they're a bunch of idiots anyways, because just recently they sold off a bunch of properties and stuff. I don't remember the whole report, but they just sold off like a bunch of stuff to like other companies, like oh hey, you know what, we don't care about this stuff anymore. And then there was like a report even earlier where they straight up said that they don't care that games are fun anymore. That they were just straight up bold and were like, no, we're just trying to make we're just here only for the business. We don't care if a game is fun or not. Let's move on. You know, make a boring, grindy, online only, microtransaction filled game. Blah blah blah. You know. And I actually couldn't believe when I read that one about the that they just straight up came out and said, nope, we don't care if games are fun. Just give us money. Move on. I'm like, wow, have they lost the sight? I mean, I understand, you know, a business is a business, but, you know, it's a win-win whenever, you know, you make the customer happy, because then you get more money in your own pocket, and it's like, oh, what is with these suits? How can they be so blind and stupid? Yes, anyways, Square Enix is doing a lot of stupid things right now. Alright, well anyways, I think we're done here. Are we done here? Ross, you be the judge. Are we done here?
I think we're done. I found one hole. Other than that, that's all I found.
Yeah, I found one earlier as well, so that means we found 2 in total. Alright, anyways, I guess, you know what, I'm hoping that we have enough of stone that we got from the other episode, and then I even got a little bit of stone here myself. Not much, just at least a stack, and a quarter or whatever. Yeah, if we're fully done here, then that means we can head back to our own world, end this episode, and then next episode we can get back to the Skyrim Project. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, alright, anyways, alright, so me and Ross, we're gonna BRB, we're gonna head back to our own universe, and then we'll get ready to end, and you know the rest. So anyways, BRB. Okay, so we're back in our own universe. However, we decided to make a quick pit stop first back at North Point, because we're going to just quickly look around real quick and just see what is everything we need, because it's actually been quite some time since we were actually here a couple episodes ago. Even though it was only a couple episodes ago for all you, for me and Ross, it's actually been quite some time, like I just said. So we just need to like look around, just see what we need, what we're working with. Okay, so like, okay, so I know we need the blue lights, which I already have them at home, so we're good on that. I know we need the wooden blocks. They're also at home, so we're good on that. What else were we needing? Alright, so Ross, if you can just look around. And I know we're going to need a lot of dirt to fill in below us here. So that's going to be a major project. That's probably actually going to be the next project. Filling in all this, this stuff below us. Now, thankfully, though, we do have the dirt. I do have dirt in reserve across different places, whether it's home and or also I have a mountain of dirt in reserve over in the money farm, so I can just grab the stuff from there. So yeah, in terms of dirt, we don't have to really worry about this part. Now, when I say mountain, you know, of course, this stuff, the reason why we couldn't touch it for the safety net was, again, because I was saving it for, you know, the dirt I have in reserve right now was for this here. You know, I didn't want us to do two different dirt runs. And actually, I can even go and get some more dirt off camera before this point. And yeah, so basically, I'm gonna say that's probably gonna be our next thing we'll be doing in the next episode, I guess, is filling in all this this open space underneath us here. Well, not all of it, just far enough down that we feel is good, you know. Like, say if we want to go 10 blocks down, maybe we'll you know, for our main build and stuff here, that maybe we'll go 20 blocks down and then just build up from there. So we're not going to touch the all the way at the bottom. No, we're not going to touch all that. But yeah, so we'll like I said, we'll focus on that in the next episode. But outside of that, Ross, what do we need? I feel like there's something we need here. There's something we're supposed to worry about. Look around, see if you can figure out what it is. We should have enough stone brick blocks for the main build. So we got the doors. I still need to make more torches back at home. In terms of the bridge, again, it's just the lights, including for the tunnel. Wow, I can't think. Because if there's nothing, then,
My mind's kind of blank, too. I can't think of what it is that we needed.
Because originally we left because I think we needed stone or something. Or maybe I needed to, like I said earlier, refill the stone back at base. But why? Why did I want to do that now instead of later is the main question. And if we did need stone for, say, this project here, there was a reason why. And I can't place why. Oh, let me ask you this. In terms of these outside spots, like over here where I'm standing, yeah, they are. These outside spots where they're open, would you like for us to close these openings and make it so like we're in an enclosed structure, so to speak? Because we were, if you look up, we were working on the roof, you know, closing that up. But I need to know, like, how far are we going to be going with closing this entire place up?
I'd say, yeah, let's make this place just one large enclosed structure.
A giant bubble, a giant cave. That the only openings will be right where the bridge is and the little, like, doorway area you have over here towards the, whatever direction this is. West. No. Yeah, west. Well, that's actually considering... Wait, does this game follow the same rules? Hold on, let me get my compass. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, this game doesn't follow the same rules. Okay. The sun comes up in the south and goes down in the north in this game. As crazy as that is. Because I'm right now looking towards the moon going down, and it's telling me that that's north. Yeah. So... I got to try to remember that. I did figure that out in an earlier season. I don't remember when and where. Maybe it was season 2. And then I totally forgot about that. But, yeah, you can actually see with my compass here. See a little arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's north. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so north and west of this area will be open, which actually, yeah. Okay, so north to west. So Ross, if you see where you're at, and then you see where I'm at, like from where you're at to where I'm at will be all open, but everything else will be closed, top to bottom. Sound good?
Alrighty. Sounds good.
All right. It means I might need a little extra dirt. Okay, well I'll have some time to farm some dirt between this episode and next episode, because it's gonna be a while before we can get to the next episode. I gotta put some kind of a mental note here, for the dirt issue slash. You know what? Actually, let me just put that in my notes. Hold on, 2 seconds. Okay. Noted. Alright, so I just gotta remember I will need extra dirt. I'll need to bring the supplies that we'll need for all this with us next time. Oh, one thing I wanted to try to do, which this is kind of screwy. Would you like to have support beams underneath this bridge?
You know what? Yeah.
Alright, maybe that's where some of the stone can come in at. Unless I, yeah, that'd have to be actual stone. I'm not gonna use stone brick blocks. I'll use actual stone for that. Okay, so that's where we can use the stone for there. Okay, as for how it's gonna work, basically what I think I'll do is I'll make like not a platform, but like imagine like a beam, like a steel beam that's going to go underneath the bridge quite a distance, and then that beam will, like, say, be like a straight line connecting from all the way over to the one end of this area to, like, right here to my left, and then it's going to then connect different points to the bridge, kind of like if we go back up here, if we look at that crazy design underneath your house, something like that. But not like that. I mean, you know, it'd be something like it, but not like it. It would be a different design, of course. But
how about like an arch?
that could work. Actually, based on the size, let me see something. Yeah, so it'd be a straight line. Here, let me just do a rough draft real quick. Oh, I should have left that block there for a second. Oh no, and I got rid of the wrong block. No. Wait a minute, that wouldn't work. No. Sorry, hang on. Let me redo here on the side. I mean, sides. What am I oh! Wait, did I put... Yeah, I put one block in between. Alright, give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see. There. And then remove that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I think what it would be, I think if I'm remembering this correctly, wouldn't it look like this though?
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
In a way, okay. And then, is there a connector between these parts or not? I can't remember. Now, of course, this will be way stretched out, but like, is there some kind of a beam or something like where these things are, or is there more like a beam up above them, like here? That I can't remember though. What the hey is that? Oh. Yeah, oh, there you are. Wait a minute. Wasn't there the one design that had it where... Of course, it had the side pieces. Here, actually, just to give us a little bit better here, let me get rid of all this. Pretend that the ground down here is that beam that goes in between. I'll cut that out right now just to give us the visual idea. Yeah, there we go. That way we have a little more room. And then, isn't there supposed to be again one of the designs? Isn't there supposed to be something like this where it goes up in the middle? Like that.
There are bridges that do have that, but let's see if
You don't want that design?
No.
Okay, so we're more for this design.
Yeah.
Now, how do we want to do the, Okay, since this is going to be really, really far distance, to make it actually look like a curve, we'd have to do something probably like this, I believe. And again, it'll be real far out. You know, it's not going to be, like, on top of each other. I know what I should do is, make this taller to give the better representation. Wait, that did not work. That definitely did not work. Now it should be, I believe, here? Nope, that didn't work either. Good God. It's tough to try and do this with blocks. That does not look right. That does not look right. Oh, wait. Maybe with the other one like that. Like, maybe every other one of this will be on there. So, something like... Wait a minute, that's not it. Did I screw up some... Hold on. Would it... Here, if you can, like, get a good view, I know, bad spot, but I need the room. Would it be something like that, maybe? I'm trying my best here with, again, squares.
I don't know.
Because there's that, and then there's, of course, the original just straight up horizontal. But to try to put a curve on it, that's tricky when it comes to blocks, since there's no actual curve. Here, let me build the one piece around this. Like, imagine that was the bridge. Well, actually, that would be a notch higher, though. I screwed up. But anyways, yeah, it would be... Yeah, let me fix that for visual representation here. Oh, I almost had it. You turkey. Oops. And I lost a dirt block. I might have lost 2. Am I screwing up somewhere else? Oh. That was supposed to be connected. Okay, so you got 2 different designs here. Best I can do for right now anyways. Which one do you think might go better? Just a straight horizontal? Or this like almost somewhat of an L-shaped trying to represent a little bit of a curve. Even though I know bad example, bad job. Actually, oh, you know what? It just dawned on me. If this was big enough, which it's not going to be, so this is why I'm working with limited space here. If it was big enough, though, the actual way to do a curve would be like this. And it just dawned on me how to do this, because I've seen this in Minecraft. Let's see, it should be this, and then... Wait, how many did I do? 1, 2... 1, 3... And then was it 2? And then 1... Then over, and then 1... No. Yeah, 1, then 2. Then 3? 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, where am I at? I can't see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then up, over. It's not the best, but it's trying to give the idea. But the problem is with this kind of a build, you need a large, really large build in order to actually have. And I think I did it backwards. Yeah, it was supposed to be longer on the bottom. I screwed up in the center. Yeah. Oh, and you can't even see the bottom because it's underneath. Oh, that was so dumb of me. Well, yeah. Picture it like this, but picture it like flip. If you turn your head to the side, like to the left. Yeah, put your head to the left, I mean, and then look at it that way. Like the right side is where the bottom is, and then the bottom is where it would be actually facing to the left, the upper part. Something like that, where it curves like that in a way. I really hate the fact I just built that sideways. But yeah, that would be the actual way. And again, it's not perfect. It's still, there actually is like amount of blocks you need to do in between each one to make it perfect, to actually have the actual curved appearance. So this just will give you an idea. So anyways, this idea, or this idea, which one do you think seems the best logical? The problem is, no matter how I do it, I have to do math behind it. Anyways, you were saying?
I think maybe we should go for this one.
This one right here, the one that I have to try to... well, I'll do like a draft build somewhere else. You know, to get the measurements right and everything. And then I can maybe even do that like over... Well, yeah, either way, another world, whatever. And then I just need to get like the right numbers and yeah. Okay, yeah, because this one will totally kind of like be our best bet if you want the curved look. But again, it's going to be a little tricky, only the fact that we are working with limited space. Now, let me ask you this. This will be a final question. Underneath the bridge, as you know, where I'm standing right now is the one endpoint. Okay, if you like look under the bridge. And then at the moment, the other endpoint at the bottom is here. Should if
Uh-oh. I missed.
Oh no. Oh no. But should I extend the bridge on the bottom to extend the arch, so the arch actually goes, like, say, underneath basically where the stairs are at, or should the arch only go underneath the flat area where I'm standing right now? So, like, the one end could be, like, right here, or it could start all the way back here. And then what I can even do is remove this dirt path here, so then we can actually see the arch. The only downside is I'd have to actually build onto the bridge here underneath and flatten out the area underneath the stairs. In other words, I kind of picture where I'm standing right now and just move this over to the side underneath the stairs, but flattened out and, you know, stone brick. And then it would have, again, the other side of the arch starting over here, whereas, like I said, the other alternative is starting the arch here where I'm standing and having just the entire arch from where I was just standing all the way to over here. So basically like a smaller arch bridge.
I think we should go with the bigger arch.
Bigger arch. Okay, so that means we'll have to extend this part. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly grab a few quick blocks, just so I can put them there so it can tell us what we'll need to do. The blueprint, so to speak. Okay, let's see. I think we want to continue from there, so... Okay, careful. This pathway now has holes in it. Okay, so this would give you an idea, and then of course this would all be closed. Like that. And then that would actually continue. Unless we don't make it closed, just make this as like two beams. Do you want it closed like what you see there to keep going the whole way, or would you like it like this? Where it's looks like two beams coming out throughout the whole way to over here.
I might say with two beams.
Like it is so?
Yeah.
Okay, now the actual arch itself will be a dual layer. So you're going to have the one layer, like, here, and then the other layer here. Okay? Does that sound okay? Or would you like to keep it...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because, yeah, so actually, The reason for the dual is because since these are going to be just poles back here, yeah, it'll be basically on the poles. Okay, so now I need to be... Oh, see, I should have put dirt here. Oh, that was stupid of me. Give me a minute. I gotta go try to retrieve our blocks here without losing them. The dirt, I don't care. The stone brick blocks, I do want back. Okay, I think that's right. Alright. Wait, is there any more stone? No, because that's the dirt there. Yeah, we should be good. Whoa! Almost walked off. Oops. Okay, now that the place is a complete mess. Alright, let me get rid of this stuff here. Oops. Okay, we'll leave the, this one here just for a visual representation, just to remember. Once I see it, I'll immediately know. That's why I like having these little builds here. Okay, well, we did a little bit of work by mistake, you know. Well, I mean, not by mistake. I didn't want to have literally any progress done here in this episode since I wanted to save for next episode. But, you know what, just doing these two support beams, that, you know, it's okay. Okay, so at least I know what we're going to be doing. For the bridge. Alright, is there anything else? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't think so.
Alright, anyways, then you ready to head back home?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, anyways, me and Ross, we're gonna head back home real quick, and then we'll actually end the episode. Unlike last time where I said we were gonna... Yeah. Anyways, BRB. Okay, so we're finally back home, and me and Ross, we're tired. Been digging all day, building all day, just working, and then planning and concept designing after that. So me and Ross, we're finally gonna just sit here, watch the fire, and just, yeah. Anyways, that's of course going to be it for episode 12 of season 3 of Portal Knights. Of course, we'll be back next time with episode 13, where we will finally, for real, get back to the Skyrim Project. Which, like I said, our first thing we're going to focus on is getting that dirt put underneath the island. Or not underneath the island, I'm sorry, underneath where our build will be, so we can close all that up, and then even after that, building up the dirt on the sides, and then also at the top, to enclose the entire thing, like an egg, so to speak, with one side open, of course, you know, where we'll be at, you know, entrance and whatnot. So that's gonna be next episode, and of course, next episode we'll return to the normal, 2-hour episodes. It's just that, like I explained in the last episode and this episode, we're going to be extended episodes so that we can fit all that quarry slash mining slash digging slash safety net. That's it. That's the word I was trying to think of. All that stuff in the other universe. Just fit that into 2 episodes instead of, in this case, 4 episodes. It would have been, I think. Yeah, it would have been 4 episodes. If I hadn't done this way. So yeah, I just really wanted to bring all that down, just 2 episodes instead of 4. So that's all that. But anyways, like I said, yeah. So next episode we'll finally return to normal length videos, and yeah. Other than that, at least the good news is we finally got all that stuff done this episode, so that's great. I mean, hey, we made a lot of progress. Wow. It just sucks we didn't really make any progress with our current stuff, but still, hey, progress is progress no matter how you look at it. And yeah. Anyways, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's gonna be it. Alright. Anyways, that's it for this episode. So until next time, keep on gaming.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. See you again. got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and